What is structural and what is structural design?
Structural design is a structural system. How does that building stand? That's what we design.
Our course fee is comparatively very high in market. So students used to ask, why this much?
We are providing them with conceptual knowledge that which is more important than technical knowledge. How these concepts are working during an interview, they'll be able to easily answer those questions. How these things are being done.
Hi, hello, welcome to Entri Engineering Jobs channel. Today we have our Naveen George. He has 9+ years of experience in structural design. Here we are discussing about what is structural design and what are the opportunities, and we are launching a structural design course in English language. So how our structural design course and how it's beneficial to us or and others also. So welcome Naveen, welcome to the
Hi,
podcast.
Jubair. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. So, Naveen, initially I just want to know, everyone used to ask, what is structural and what is structural design? So, could you please brief about that one?
To start with, I must say, structural design is a structural system. So, if you are considering a building, consider ourselves. Our bodies are made of muscles, skeletons, veins, many things are there. So, what is the main core that makes our body stand like this, to have this particular shape? That is our skeletal system.
Skeletal.
Similarly, for a particular building, if we see a building, when we go to a mall, maybe we see apartments, maybe we see residential buildings, we see their beauty. Of course, we admire that. But how does that building stand? That's what we decide. So, as a structural designer, basically, I'll say it plays the core part of the building, how the building stands, how the foundation must be, how the structural system must be, the beams, columns, slabs, etc. Those are the main the main part of the structural system that we design. The remaining everything is an artificial work, that means the cladding work, maybe the painting, every architectural features. Those are additional works that comes on top of the structure.
So, we can say the bone of the building is structural, right?
Of course, we can say that.
Yes. Of course, if we need to be any structural in the building, we should do structural design, right?
Yeah.
So, if someone is asking what is structural design, how we can explain that one?
So structural design, as if you ask, structural design, basically we do a framework. So how the framing system must be, how the load transfer that occurs. So basically, a structural designer start off with how or what is the load coming on a building. That's what we analyze first. Then how the framework it should be. So means the framework means where the columns are standing, how the beams are connected, what the thickness of the slabs will be. So these are the basic framework that we do. Then after that, we go for the load analysis part. So load analysis means what all loads are coming. For example, we are planning a bedroom. What all loads may come on it? The furniture loads, the moving loads. So that analysis we do. Then after that, we go for a detailed design based on these things. Maybe it can be manual, it can be software dependent. But what we basically at this particular stage we do is we go for software dependent. We are software dependent because it solves everything in a quick
Yes,
moment.
of course.
Of course. So whatever the structural we do, whether it's RCC or a steel, we go for softwares. So software dependency on software is very crucial. So we depend on the softwares and we do the analysis as well as design using it, and finally we'll detail. And detailing means how the reinforce, for example, for RCC structures, how the reinforcement will be, what will the section sizes will be. This will be detailed in maybe AutoCAD, for example, so AutoCAD software, and we go for the checking purpose. Go on for the checking purpose. You do a detailed checking, and finally we put it out as a GFC drawings. That's the final output that we create, and based on that only the construction activities happen on site.
Yeah. So basically, we can say the structural design process will define what is the size of build column or what is the size of slab, what are the reinforcement we are using. That's also defining the process, right? That
Yeah.
design process is defining, right?
Yeah.
And you have mentioned that software we are using, right? So we know it that for the representation we are using AutoCAD or Revit or
Yeah.
that's for drawings, right?
Yeah. Correct.
So for the design analysis, what are the major softwares we are using
Major softwares that we, in a course that you're asking, or in general?
in general?
In general. If you're going exclusively for an RCC structure, then ETABS is the good software, because ETABS gives you a platform where you can design the building on the basis of seismic analysis, wind analysis, and dynamic analysis. Maybe these are the technical terms that I
Yes,
put
yeah.
in. So these things are to be done. So ETABS is one of the major software that we use for RCC designs. Whereas for steel structures, it will be good we go for STAT structures, like softwares like that. Then for foundation purpose, we go for SAFE, such softwares like that. And for detailing purpose, we go for AutoCAD. So these are the main softwares that we are emphasizing on.
Great, great. And if you are looking into our structural design course, we are launching into structural design course in English, right?
Yeah.
So student used to ask, what is structural design course and what we are providing? What are the benefits to students
Okay.
when they are taking our course?
Okay.
So if we are asking that type of question, how we can explain that one?
So in Indian market, if we see, the Indian market runs on only one single code, that is IS code. So everyone knows, maybe the students who are
Indian
graduating
standard.
from it's Indian standard. So basically, if it is RCC, it is IS 456, and if it's steel, IS 800. Only these two codes are being followed, and the respective codes connecting that. All is happening on the basis of Indian standards only. But if that person who has enough knowledge in IS code, if he is planning to go to a GCC based, okay, so they won't allow it. They want a different
They won't
code.
allow IS standard.
Yeah, because they don't want to do in IS standard. They want their own system.
Yes.
So if you're going to GCC based nation, the mainly BS standards and
British standard.
Yeah, British standards and American standards. That's the code that they follow, and they have their own materials, but still they follow these codes.
Two codes.
Two codes. So wherever we go, not only in GCC, or if you're going to European nations, or maybe Australia also, these locations also we can depend on these softwares, because ACI code basically depend on the modern way of changing that's happening. So every 5 years this ACI code changes. Not like Indian code. Indian code mainly
I
happens.
think 1990 something
Yeah.
is right.
Even we are following the 2000 IS 456 2000 now. Even now.
Yeah.
So in
After 20 years also that saying code is
yeah.
going.
Yeah. So this happens, and the code gets updated every now and then. So when we should be updated in our own terms, how this what the formulas, maybe the design considerations, how these are varying, that we need to update it. So we need to go through those codes also, because the outer nations, whichever the outer nations are, the foreign nations are there, so they basically depend on such codes which are overall accepted. So in our course, what we give is that platform where we can get the knowledge from BS code as well as American standard
Oh,
code.
is it?
Yeah.
Great.
So the student can get basically in three different code standards. One is IS code. We'll be comparing, actually the study pattern that we are having is we'll compare the three codes, because we'll go with IS code first, because everyone will be knowing IS code. So based on IS code, how the design happens in BS code and also in ACI code. So that there's a changing pattern. So that will be more beneficial to every student.
So the thing is, if someone is taking our course, they can have the expertise on IS standard and BS standard and ACA, right?
Definitely.
And how about structural members? RCC and steel structure also, are we giving the training? What are the things we are considering?
So in RCC structures, what we will be doing is how the framing system need to be done. So those things will be done in the RCC sections. Whereas in steel design, when it comes, that is a bit more different kind of designing system, because there we need to go for connection designs, whether it's bolted connection, welded connection, different types of section members which are created on different criteria used. So it is a different thought when it comes to RCC. So for a student's perspective, they can excel both in RCC as well as steel. So I think not every education firm like Entri is providing such a platform where they'll be able to they'll be able to excel in both in RCC as well as steel. So I think it's a very good choice that anyone can make. They can learn steel as well as RCC and also in 3 different standards.
So it's kind of 6 packages included, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's really great, Naveen. And few more questions we used to get. We know our course fee is comparatively very high in market. So students used to ask, why this much? Is it worth for that getting knowledge on this much amount and all? So if we are asking, if students are asking this kind of question, how we can answer for that one?
The primary thing is I think I already answered it because they are getting 6 different criteria. They're getting IS code, BS code, ACI, then steel, that's separate. Then they'll be getting steel design, RCC design, foundation designs. All these part we are covering. That's the primary thing they are getting. Then apart from that, if we see, we are providing them with what to say, conceptual knowledge that which is more important than technical knowledge, how these concepts are working. Even that, when they go to a firm, when a question is being asked to them during an interview, they'll be able to easily answer those questions, how these things are being done, how a framing system happens, like that.
Instead of theoretical, we are giving, I believe we are giving more practical knowledge, and that analytical skills we are improving. That's what we feel, right?
Yeah.
So that's we are providing rather than we can see other things are mainly focusing ideal technology, ideal things, and even if in our college also we have done structural design. But the thing is, if we are coming into real market or industry market, that's entirely different, right?
Yeah.
There we are using very big calculations and all. Here we are just using softwares and Excel calculations and all, right?
Yes.
So what we are giving, that's what I understand from your end. As a students, what we are giving, that's a ready-made package. So once they have learned our course or learned from Entry, they can plug and play that things into any companies, right? That
Yes.
same drawings and same working culture and that same process they have to follow in that other companies also. That's what we are giving. That means we can say completely practical oriented and industry oriented sessions what we are providing, right? That is one of the benefits the students are getting, and moreover we are providing live projects, right?
Yes.
So what is live project?
So apart from what I said, that we are providing a live project for both RCC as well as steel. So what we do is we'll take what CBG is getting, what Carbon Blue Global is getting as a project that we do, a GCC based project basically. So we'll make the students do, giving them proper guidance and what the idea, how it must be done. We'll give that idea and we'll ask the student to completely design and put the detailing in front. So they'll need to do the designing part, they'll need to do the detailing part. So the whole package comes out from yourself. So whoever is joining here, they'll be doing maybe not just 1 or 2 projects, they'll be able to practice in 2, 3, 4 projects in this exclusive course. Okay, and also we'll be providing them with 3 sessions weekly, live sessions, and also pre-record videos are being given to them. And 3 live sessions means 1 hour, basically one it may extend based on the what content we are discussing on that particular day. So it will be a 1 hour sessions basically. And if this there will be questionnaires coming from the students, so we will be discussing on that. So whatever pre-record videos that we are doing, we'll be giving them as in a live session too. So they can directly ask us where there is no clarity. So that is also a beneficial part. They are directly interacting with the faculty and clearing their doubts at face to face, like that. Not but virtually face to face.
Great. So the thing is, rather than practical knowledge, we are giving project experience to students also. That's one of the things, and we are providing the leverage to interact with working professionals. That's automatically improve our students' professionalism and that behavior and character.
Yes.
That's also extra. Additionally, we are
Of course,
providing
of
to
course, yes.
students, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really great things. What I believe, because if we know something, and if you are keeping that one into our brain only, no one can understand. You know that one.
Yeah.
We should we should be professional. We should present that one. We should present to community or platform, or whenever the interviews or something coming, that we should present it.
Yes.
So how we have to present it, that should be in professional manner. How we can learn that professional manner, that should be, we should interact with that community, then only we can be a professional, right?
Yes.
So that's also we are providing to students, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yes, and that's really great things, yeah, Naveen. And if you want to add anything more about this course or something, that's we can add it.
What I'll say is it will be a life-changing moment, I must say, because whatever structural design a student gets, maybe if it's a if he or she has done in college level, whatever knowledge gained from there is actually a base only. It's just a level one proficiency. We just know the knowledge. So what we go for is we give them a level 1 or level 2 proficiency. That is, they'll be able to apply their knowledge. How this knowledge is to be applied, they get the idea. Because in college, what they do is they do a basic beam design, maybe how to design a beam, that manually they do. Maybe a software also, they'll just put a line, they'll put some load, and they'll design it. Maybe analyze it and design it. But how in practical world, in industrial manner, how a real beam will behave, what all things we need to depend on. So these ideas only can be gained when they get into the industry. So we are making them more confident to enter into the industry by giving them proper support for their future. So that's all that I have to say
Great,
about
great.
our.
Yeah, that's the things. We are making a level 2 professionals, right?
Yeah.
So that someone used to ask what is level 1 and level 2 and level 3 are there. We know it, level 3
Yeah.
are there. So level 1 means that learning, right?
Yeah.
We are learning something from different sources, even college or YouTube or books or something.
Yeah.
We are learning and we are keeping something into our brain. That's we can call level 1 proficiency. We know something about that things, even structural design or ABC things, right?
Yeah.
That's we are calling that level 1 proficiency. That's learning. And the level 2, I mean professional, right?
Yeah.
Based on our learning, we are giving something to the world. That is level 2 proficiency, right?
Yes.
So what we are making students to into that level 2 proficiency.
Correct.
They are going to make, or they are going to deliver something to the world.
Correct.
They are going to be a professional, right? Yeah, that's what we are giving. And of course, if we have the growth mindset, then only they will take the course.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no one will take, right?
Correct.
If we are looking to go with the flow, they will not take our courses. We can say in the world, 20% of the students having that, or people having that growth mindset. They are doing upskilling and all. They are improving themselves. So I am pretty much sure that students, our students, those who are into level 2 proficiency, in future they will become a level 3 proficiency, right? Level 3 means guiding someone, right?
Yes, correct.
So based on their experience.
Basically what we are doing.
That's what we are doing. Based on our experience, we are creating our own theory.
Correct.
And we are giving that training to our juniors and public platforms, webinars and seminars. That's a great thing, right?
Correct.
So I'm sure our students also will come and sit here like this, and they will also give guidance to someone. I'm pretty much sure, because they have the growth mindset.
Yes, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So thank you, Naveen. It's a
Thank you, Juba.
really great talk. And of course, we will talk again, and we'll sit and talk about structural design or any other topics and all.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you. Thank you,
thank
Juba.
you very
And
much.
thank you, Entri,
Bye.
also.
Yeah.
Thank you.